Hello, my name is Paula Gamboa, and today I'm going to present Evidence Effective Presentation Workshop course. The objective is to understand how to make our presentations clear, organized, and truly connect with the audience. To do this, we are going to talk about the importance of planning, types of presentation, communication skills, audience, and how all of this relates to successful presenting. The importance of planning. Planning is the first step we should consider before making any presentation. Why? Because it allows us to organize our ideas, set clear goals, and choose the recurse we are going to use, such as images, videos, or examples. There are different types of presentations depending on the message we want to convey. One of the most common is the informative presentation. The main purpose of this type of presentation is to share data, explain process, or report facts. Within this category, there are two types. Informative, where results, indicators, or progress are discussed. Explanatory, where products, standards, or service are described. For example, let's imagine that a student gives a presentation on climate change. This student explains the causes, such as the burning of fossil fuels, the consequence, such as a global warming, and also shares current statistics. They are not seeking to change the audience opinion. They simply want everyone to understand these issues better. On the other hand, we have persuasive presentations, which have a different approach. Here, it is not just about informing, but about convincing the audience to make a decision, accept an idea, or take an action. An example of this will be a marketing student presenting a line of reusable bottles to a local store. This student explains that the design is eco-friendly, that they are inexpensive per unit, and that there is a market trend toward using sustainable products. With this, they seek to convince this storage to buy and sell them. This type of presentation is very common in sales, business proposal, or social companies. Arousing presentations seek to motivate or excite the audience, connecting with them on a deep level. They rely on the speaker's sincerity, real storage, and emotional language. For example, a young woman shares who she lost her parents at young age, but still continued to study while working nights. Despite the difficulties, she managed to graduate with honors. Today, she uses her story to motivate other young people not to give up. This type of presentation not only informs but also inspires. Another type is instructional presentation, which focus on teaching something new. It can be a skill, a procedure, or a tool. The goal is for the audience to learn something and then be able to apply what they have learned. For example, a student teaches their classmate how to use Canva to make more dynamic presentations. In their presentation, they explain how to use temples, fonts, images, and interactive tools the Canva offers. It's like a mini class where they not only explain, but also show the process step by step. Now, it's not enough to have good content. How we say it's also very important. Communication skills help you express our ideas better. For example, speaking in clear and appropriate tone avoids confusion. Using body language will convey confidence. Looking at the audience helps maintain their attention. Avoiding field words or distraction makes the message more professional. It's also important to listen careful to questions or comments from the audience. A person who speaks confidently, moves natural, and shows enthusiasm can connect much better with the audience, even if the topic is difficult. Know your audience. Knowing your audience is another key point. Talking to children is not same as talking to adults or to experts opposed to beginners. That's why we must take in account their age, interests, and education level. Use appropriate language. Choose visual aids that really grab their attention. For example, I'm going to talk to high school students about social media using correcting for examples and informal language can help me connect it better. On the other hand, if I'm talking to business people, I should use more formal and professional language. How well are these elements related? All these elements are related to each other and together make a presentation effective. Planning helps you organize the content. Knowing the type of presentation gives in the approach we are going to use. Communication skills make the message clear and engaging. Knowing the audience allows you to adapt all of the above. If one of these elements falls, such as if the message is not understood or a student's attention is not captured, the presentation loses its strength and impact. Now, to conclude, I would like to share a personal reflection on my skills. I believe that the skills I already possess, sorry, are I'm good organizing ideas. I know to use digital platforms such as Canva, PowerPoint, and Google Slides. My tone of voice is suitable for public speaking, and I also enjoy working in a team. But I also recognize that there are things I need to improve. Something I get very nervous when speaking in front of an audience. I would like to practice more before presenting so that I feel more confident. And I would also like to improve my use of visual ideas, such graphics or images to better connect with my audience. Well, that's all from me. I hope this presentation has helped you understand the importance of planning, choosing the right type of presentation, improving our speaking skills, and knowing our audience. Thank you for your attention.